in this recording, I wanted to talk about something that I think that we all can agree on, because a lot of what happens is not up for debate. So you guys have seen my situation. You've seen how the people treat me. And we've come up with all these theories as to why. So I also have people coming on my channel and they're just, they're kind of just like, well, what exactly do you expect the church to do, or the people of power to do, or anybody to do? What do you expect them to do? I mean, they shouldn't do anything. We should be okay with this situation. This is oppression. Obviously, this is oppression. What I would have is, I live around these people. Some of them are, a lot of them are white. I live in these areas. They're comfortable. They had everything given to them. They had the connections. They were set up to be successful. I live around them. And, they get bored and then they start, trying to control people and shit. I mean, and we have minorities who were probably connected in some sort of way, maybe connected to them, or they had their own connections. They made plenty of money and they start, doing shit. And they start saying shit, and they start telling us how we're supposed to feel, and they start diving into our sex lives and condemning us for falling short of their expectations. You hear a lot of these conservatives, and they talk about Christian values. What they don't talk about is the fact that they get millions and millions of dollars for their position. Like, these people are rich, and they want to make it seem, they want us to believe that God is their guy. And the reason why they're rich is because God wanted it, which I always thought was interesting, because according to the Bible, Jesus actually told the rich man that he had to give away his money to help the poor, which they would never do. Not only would they not give away their money, they don't even spend any money to help anybody. Like, they could help us. They could help the TI community. You think they don't know about the gang stalking? Oh, they know about the gang stalking. Not only do they know about the gang stalking, they're participating in it. You have no idea how many people claim to be Christians who are gang stalkers. Of course, they could be lying, which I do think they are lying. But, these are the same people who are in the church. They're pretending. But the point is that these people are rich. They don't do anything that they should do with their money. And if you think that they're going to do what Jesus said simply because of the Bible or God, you're kidding yourself. Why do you think they don't help people? That is something that they will admit or omit, or they would translate it however they want. I have never asked a conservative how he feels about that passage. See, those type of passages they don't like, so they basically either ignore them or bullshit their way out of it, because they don't really care about anything that has to do with the Bible that doesn't suit their narrative. So they're sitting there going to tell us how we're supposed to behave. Nobody's going to tell them how they're supposed to behave. They tell us. Give their money away? Fuck that. Fuck that. Why don't you try it? That shit, that is going to be whatever the fuck they want it to be. I have them out here judging everybody. They judge people for their sex lives, judge people for whatever the fuck they're doing in their personal lives. These would be people who don't have shit. These people don't have shit. These fucking people are rich as fuck. They come onto fucking TV and on in the media and get paid millions of dollars. I was like, millions to do exactly what I'm doing. I was like, well, why the fuck are they getting all this goddamn money? I don't get shit. They look at me like, why the fuck is this guy asking for a sandwich? They're right now, and they're sitting there listening to every fucking thing I say and not giving a fuck. Not giving a fuck. Oh, but if I was one of them, oh yeah, they're people. If I was like rich and my father was Lord, the Lord of the King's Lord or some wild shit like that, everybody, including the people out here, would be giving me everything I wanted. See, the rich people they have everybody trained. Motherfuckers make sure they stay rich and that poor people stay poor. That's how the fuck it is, including the Christians. I was like, man, shit. If you think we're in this situation because we're stupid or we're inferior to them, you're kidding yourself. I haven't met one person, rich or not, that I felt inferior to. Okay, I'll talk to any fucking lord, any king, any nobleman. I don't give a fuck what the fuck their title is. I will best anybody in any fucking walk of life, and easily. And that's just how the fuck it is. So that shit has nothing to do with your self-worth or your abilities or any of that shit. The point is that rich people have a system designed to keep them in power and keep us at the bottom. Gang stalking means we're at the bottom. We don't have money. We don't have money. You don't have money, you're fucked. I don't give a fuck how great you are. You don't have money, you're fucked. You don't go anywhere unless they allow you to go somewhere. I used to wonder how these people became rich in the first fucking place. Do you think that they did it because of what? They did it because of God? Are you kidding me? Or their talent? It doesn't work that way. That's why people with plenty of talent never go anywhere. One of the things that gang stalking has proved is that talent is overrated. It doesn't take people places. That shit is over fucking rated. It's something that these people use as an excuse. These people went to where they went to because they were connected and they were wealthy, or they had wealthy people in their fucking family. One of the things I'll say is my father was successful, but he was overworked and he was underpaid. Grievously overworked and underpaid. I should add that, grievously. Like the people, my father was screwed over, and the owner of the company that he worked for was straight up lied to his face about why he's getting screwed over financially. He paid him a little bit of money to have all this fucking responsibility. Like, he gave him all this responsibility and he barely paid him shit. Like, the fact is, like me, he sat back and lied to him about the situation, coming up with excuses. Because that's, in the end, that's what we get. We have talent, people take advantage of us, and I would be a second generation of a person in that situation. The same type of people that I'm dealing with now were the same type of people he was dealing with. This guy up in there working 6 days a week, all these long hours, and not being paid, and he gets some racist person's excuse for why they don't want him to go anywhere, why they want to hold him back. That's how it was with him. Except the gang stalkers, that back then, I didn't hear anything about gang stalkers. I don't know if they were in the picture or not. Boy, they worked him like a dog and paid him as little as they possibly could. That sounds like some shit the gang stalkers would have done with me. Oh yeah. He was basically the goddamn the general manager running the whole fucking corporation and shit, not getting paid shit. Oh, the gang stalkers love to fucking deceive us, don't they? The rich, they were like, we're not letting this fucking guy become wealthy. Fuck that. Just like us, there's parallels to my father's situation and this situation. These people, everything that happens goes to them. Everything that happens, they take credit for our accomplishments, for our ideas, use it for themselves. They created an environment in which all the money goes to them. Think about how it is with the fucking church. The church rakes in millions of fucking dollars. They help nobody who needs that shit. And that goes for these conservatives who are super connected, super wealthy. They help nobody. And you think they don't know about gang stalking? You think they don't know about the evils of the world? They know about these evils. They can do something about these evils. They simply don't want to. The only excuse they have is that they don't want to do them. Instead, they want us to milk us like a fucking cow for everything that we have, so they can lap up the milk along with their fucking biscuits, okay? Their biscuits, their gravy, and their fucking whatever the fuck, okay? Their goddamn caviar. And everybody basically goes along with it because they want to eat from these people's table. They want the scraps from these people's table. You see, once you become poor, it's game fucking over. It's game over. They let a couple people through as token poor people who could tell a good story. Like every once in a while you hear a poor person that they let through, and it's a good story. It's a good story. It makes people feel good. Like, people start thinking they have a chance. It's like winning the lotto. You hear these stories and they're like, oh yeah, they can sell the message. They can sell the idea. Like, they can say, we let this black person through the gate, and look at what's possible. They let that person through the gate. They let them through the gate. It was all a ruse. It was meant to dupe us so that we start believing in their bullshit. They let a few people through. Everybody else is behind the fucking gate, like myself. No amount of talent is ever going to break me free of this bullshit. This bullshit proves that nothing is actually fair in life. The fairness is an illusion. The rich people control everything. I'd have them talking about the Bible. They want you to believe in it so that they have even more control. Now, I believe in the Bible. I don't believe in them. I believe in the Bible. I don't believe in them. They contradict the Bible. They contradict it. That's what they don't want you to know. They contradict it. Their lifestyle contradicts it. Their money contradicts it. Everything they do, they selectively choose what they want you to believe. The gang stalkers, they're gang members. They're gang members who are controlled by these people. I don't know what they tell them. I don't know what they tell them. I mean, they bullshit them. They tell them whatever the fuck they want. People aren't going to question it. They're going to take their money. They're going to get their little privilege, eat from the scraps of their table, and be happy they got that shit. That's all that shit's going to be. You expect these fucking people to be heroes? So the point is that Jesus himself condemned this type of wealth, okay? And condemned their type of wealth. I mean, this ridiculous amount of wealth. And one of the other things I don't understand is, why is it that the fucking church Why is it that the church are the fucking conservatives never talk about gang stalking, but they talk about every other stupid ass fucking conspiracy theory you can fucking think of? Okay, so all the conspiracy theories that the Republicans push, they are, I mean, they push these crazy ass fucking conspiracy theories. Why the fuck wouldn't gang stalking be talked about? Are you trying to convince me that they don't know, with all these motherfucking gang stalkers fucking participating in this shit? They're all over the fucking place. You're telling me that the conservatives don't know about that shit, nor does the church, which is why they never talk about it. That's complete bullshit. They don't talk about it because they're participating in it. The conservatives who claim to be Christians and have these Christian values are conducting one of the most sadistic operations in human fucking history. Some fucking Stephen King book level shit. Like Stephen King should make a movie about this shit and people wouldn't even believe it. It's just so fucking creepy. That shit'd be crazy. It'll be like one of his most wild ass fucking creepy evil movies. Okay, that shit'd be it in the fucking Tommy Knockers. It'd be like the worst one. All right, the most evil out of all of them. Out of all the evil movies he made, it should be like the top one. The most evil out of all of them. Look, and the fact is they be participating in that shit. They be participating in that shit and still telling us about God. Some rich person telling us about God while simultaneously oppressing us. While fucking oppressing us. And now he got all these thugs trying to take some shit off his table. Like he brought it up the table and these people are begging for a goddamn biscuit off his table and they'll do whatever the fuck it takes to get it. Look at these fucking criminals. They'll do whatever it takes. I was like, you want a biscuit? I'll give you my motherfucking grandma's recipe, okay? You don't even have to be the white man's bitch anymore. How about that one? How about that one? You can tell the white man you want some gravy with that goddamn biscuit. I'll give you the fucking recipe for it, motherfucker. Straight up. Give you the fucking recipe. You know, white man, you know, you can finally be free of them. Finally be free of them. Fuck it. You know, rich people. These goddamn people they're nothing but his puppets. Nothing but his fucking puppets. It'll never be any other way. That's why no amount of talent breaks you free of this bullshit. You're born poor, you die poor, unless the people here don't want it to be that way, and that is including the Christians. I used to think about the Christians. Boy, they like talking. They like talking a lot. They like to say shit. They like to say hallelujah. They don't want you to know the truth. The truth is in the Bible. They don't talk about it though. See, these people, like the whole entire conservative base, you know, the reason why rich people get richer and richer is because all these so-called Christians are helping them get that way. They become billionaires because we spend money on them. We give them money. Do you think that they would take that money and help the poor people like Jesus commanded? I haven't seen one conservative take the money they have and actually give it to a motherfucker who needed it. Like, we're out here fighting these fucking battles. We can't get lawyers. We can't get fucking anything, a good job, nothing. And the conservatives spend thousands of dollars to eat with their favorite person, like Trump or something. Like if Trump said, hey, look, conservatives, all you Christians out there, you can eat a meal and talk to me for $10,000. They would take $10,000 just so they could talk to this fucking guy, eat a meal with him. Fuck the people that they could have helped with that shit. Like they would have been like, this motherfucker on the street starving. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You see that? That's how it really is. The conservatives spend their money on giving it to people who don't even need that shit. The church is rich. The church has millions of dollars. The people they spend money on, their heroes, their Christian heroes, hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And they're fucking giving them more money. I was like, why are you giving them more money? There are all these people. They're the TI community. They know about us. They don't give a fuck. They don't even want to give us a fucking sandwich. Is literally nothing. And they still talk about that shit. I don't know if they think we're stupid. I know a lot of people out here are stupid. I'm going to tell you something. These people must be stupider than I actually thought they were. I mean, they're really betting on the stupidity of people, really. That's why I said, you know, I guess in a way I had to make the goddamn channel. Stupid ass fucking people. I simply don't, I'm tired of their bullshit. That's why, you know, that's a lot of reason why I think it is important to say this shit. I was like, you people are not what you seem to be. You're a bunch of goddamn criminal sociopaths. It's about time we just own it. With that said, let me go ahead and close.